Joffrey, Renly, Robb Stark are all thieves. They'll bend the knee or I'll destroy them.
The struggle for power continued around the Blackwater as both House Darkling of Duskendale and House Grand of Grandport tried to assert dominance over the region. The kings of Rosby and Thorn were falling behind in the race, stuck between the two greater powers. The kings of the Hook had already fallen, bent by the Storm Kings. Although they were falling behind in the power, the Rosby and Thornland still had too much strength for Stitch Grand to gain an easy victory. Instead, he must first look elsewhere for easier conquest, both to keep morale high and gain the much needed manpower to go with the unrivaled Grand Fleet. Cracklaw Point would be ideal. It was made up of several petty lordships. They were a savage folk, hidden within the deep, dense forests and valleys of the region, who distrusted outsiders. If they could be conquered, however, they would make great soldiers. Unfortunately, the Darklings had the same plan, so the Grands must strike quickly. For this job, Stitch Grand once again turned to his close friend Lucian Mendleton of Falcon's Claw, which was located just off the coast of Cracklaw Point. He was given half of the Grand Fleet to strike in the north of the region, while the other half was handed to Sir Dickon Whitewood, a great knight and battle commander. Thanks to the great discipline and strategy of both commanders, House Crab of the Whispers, House Brune of Diaden, and House Boggs of North Cracklaw all submitted to Grand Rule, under the promise they could remain worshippers of the old gods and be left alone, other than when called to arms. Unfortunately, House Cave of Cracklaw Baron was taken by House Darkling before the Grand Host could reach it in time. Thanks to their superior navy, however, Grand now ruled the majority of the region. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Citadel with me, Grand Maester Stitch, where we continue the rise of House Grand, the custom series focused around the Discord roleplay. So in the last episode, a quick catch up on what we did. We expanded up here thanks to Lucian and Dickon leading the forces in the Cracklaw Point. We expanded and took North Cracklaw, the Whispers and Diaden. Unfortunately, we did miss out on the Cracklaw Baron, as the Dustlands, as you can see, have expanded into that. But then we also expanded into Greensward and was it Langwood Hall? No, I don't think it was. I think it was Farion's Cross, which has now been renamed Camelot, as Max of House Pendragon wanted to change it to that. I'm loving all the Legends of King Arthur vibes that you've got going on there, Max. Absolutely love it. Don't forget you can change your names, guys, of your areas that you've been given, as Chris also did with Harmony's Keep, and so did Lucy on Falcon's Claw, and John with the Lagoon, etc. And then obviously Draco did as well with Dragon's Rest, but obviously poor old Draco died in the last episode. But I will be bringing him back at when everyone else's characters are introduced. I did say that I'd be doing that in the Discord, because the story isn't set up yet, because we've not got all the custom characters in, as we're doing 7 an episode. I did say if any die in those first few episodes before anyone is in, the last episode we'll add them on and bring them back with all the characters. But then if they die after everyone's character is introduced, then your family has died out. But you do get a little bit of leeway and a second chance if you die before everybody's in. So yeah, we've got those new land names, and obviously we've expanded well, but because of the Reach and the Stormlands, we couldn't expand as much as we originally wanted to. The Reach swallowed up Bram's Fort and Dawson's Keep, which were obviously part of our region that we wanted, but never mind. And the Hook got swallowed up by the Stormlands as well. But the Blackwater Kingdom has split slightly, as Rayonet is now independent, which makes that the perfect area for us to try and expand to in this episode. As it's now independent, we'll claim that and work our way up towards the God's Eye. We also have a claim on Rosby, and we're currently trying to get a claim on, what is this province here, Rollingford. But right, let's introduce our new characters, the 7 new characters from you guys for this episode. Let's have a look. I didn't miss anyone, did I? Right, we have... First up, we have Aemond Greyheart. I couldn't quite get the sigil that you wanted, unfortunately, because obviously the limitations of the game, but I hope that this one is okay. A Greyheart on a red background. He is an elusive shadow, a trained fighter, a knight. He's quick, deceitful, envious, diligent, zealous, gregarious, and ambitious. I will sort out marriages for these guys, don't worry, so that your character doesn't randomly disappear like they always do. Then next we have Tyros Yorwolf. I hope I'm saying that right. Sorry if not, but we have the golden lion on a white background, and he's an oh, I forgot to remove that. Never mind. He's an elusive shadow, a trickster, scarred, a genius, a master seducer, a master schemer, lustful, proud, patient, and diligent. And oh my god, I've just realised how high that intrigue is. Then we have Rasputin Niklas, who is an incompetent commander, a genius, a skilled fighter, a berserker, honourable, and a drunkard. I love those traits. And we've got like a red griffiny sort of thing for his sigil on a black background. Next up, we have Anastasia Raventree, who is actually my wife's custom character for this series. She's a charismatic negotiator, attractive, a falconer, fashionable. She has a pet crow, linking her to her old gods as well as the tree, as you can see. Quick, socializer, mystic, chaste, charitable, honourable, and stubborn. Probably be very good friends with Khan's character, who probably is coming up next. Yes, we have Aleta Khan, who is a skilled steward. He has a brown bear. He's quick, attractive, a gardener, an architect, kind, a family person, just, and honourable. So you've finally entered the series, Khan. First man, they are bastard. Well, they're a branch of House Mud. Robert, we introduced Uno in the last episode, didn't we? Nathan Oceanside next. I hope the sigil's okay. It's the closest thing I could find to what you wanted. He is a Lightfoot leader, an aggressive leader, a knight, brawny, strong, a trained fighter, a duelist, ambitious, greedy, brave, proud, rough, and lustful. And with a name like that, I think we're going to have to give you a province somewhere near the sea, surely, or an island of some sort. Next, we have Darian Morgraine with the yellow line on a blue background. He is a brilliant commander, a skilled fighter, a knight, authoritative, brave, temperate, zealous, kind, and proud. And that might be everybody for this episode. Let me just check that I've not missed anyone. I think that's 7, isn't it? Sorry, guys. Who have we got? So Morgraine 1, Oceanside 2, Khan 3, Raventree 4, Niklas 5, Yorath 6, Greyheart 7. Yeah, so that is everybody for this episode. Right, so let's declare war. Do we go for forced vassalization or invasion? What do we get worse? Yeah, let's just go. Let's go for forced vassalization. Send. Let's call upon military quickly. We need to storm it as quickly as possible, obviously, as always. They've only got 500 men defending it. Yeah, so if we send everyone there as quickly as possible. Do we really need everyone here? We'll join them together just in case. And see what we can do. But yeah, we've got everyone gathered there. Right, now let's find 7 characters to marry off to obviously our people that we want to marry off. So woman, married, no. Any culture, yeah. Any religion, yes. Right, okay. So let's have a look. The best diplomacy here. We've got an 18-year-old courtier in Pike, but I don't know if they'll accept. We can try. Let's see if we can arrange a marriage with this 18-year-old from Pike with one of our characters. I think I'm going to try and marry her to Rasputin's character with the Ironborn. I think he'd like that, and she will accept. So yes, perfect. Let's have a look. Marshal-wise, wow, they're pretty old. Is there any younger marshals? We've got this one here. She's a wildling, though. What about stewardship? 22-year-old Tyroshi. But we do have a 23-year-old Andal lady here, Sylvia. So let's see if we can arrange a marriage with her. And no, we can't actually marry her to anybody, which is a shame. What about Roanna then, this one at the top? Arrange a marriage between her. Yes, we can marry her. So we'll marry her with her bright blue hair. Let's marry her to Darion. Why not? There we go. Send. So that's 2 marriages. And you've got 5 more to do, which is a hell of a lot. But okay. Pera, who is 19. Okay, let's go with her. Arrange a marriage between Pera and... who have we not married off yet? Aemond Greyheart. I don't think I've done him yet, have I? Anyway, I hope I would have missed up there and I might have already done that. Here we go. We've got an old god one here, so we'll arrange a marriage between her and Khan. Give Khan an old god wedding. There we go. Learning. Have we got any good learning? She's a red priest, so not her. Red priest, court physician. Let's search our actual realm. Courtier in the Lagoon. She may do for someone. Arrange a marriage between her and Nathan Oceanside. There we go. Raventree, we need to actually marry you to somebody. Betha is a courtier in the Whispers. She's only 23, so, and she's strong. She's got some decent traits, so let's arrange a marriage between her and who have we not done yet? Tyros. I've got a feeling we haven't done you yet. Send, and We've got any good stewards in our realm? Not really. Any good intrigue? Yes, we have a good intrigue. Dayella, 23, Valerian. I think she's already married to someone though, isn't she? Bertha. Oh, we just did you, didn't we? Lollis. Oh, 51. No, we won't do her. What about you? Learning. Ah, you're not too bad. Or did we do you? Citadel. No, I don't think we did you. Arrange a marriage between Citadel and who have we not married off yet? Darion. Have we married off Darion? Got a feeling we might not have. Let's look for a man. Anyway, we need a man to marry off to Anastasia. One with decent traits who's going to be willing to go for a matrimonial, obviously, so she doesn't lose that name. Court physician, intrigue. We've got one with a Belgrave Spymaster, and he wants to get married. He'll do perfectly then. Arrange a marriage, matrimonial with Anastasia. No, you won't accept. Okay. What about you? Arrange a marriage between you. No, 'cause you're a maester by the looks of it. What about court physician? There's too many court physicians. Let's just go for one from anywhere then. Septon, so he's definitely not going to go for it. Well, they're all dragons. Stewardship. He's a pirate. Treasurer of Falwell. What about you? Arrange a marriage between you and Anastasia Raventree. No. Okay. What about... That's Khan, so we're not going to do you. Master of the Dreadful. What about you? Arrange a marriage between you and... No, you're not going to have it either. Maybe we've got someone in our court that we can marry off to her. But I don't know if we have any men in our court who aren't the children. Obviously, we've got the young sunglass guy, but I don't think we have anyone else. Court physician, paramount. We may just have to do her separately by the looks of it. Where is she? There she is. Let's see what marriage we can sort out for her. Matrimonial. It's got to be one, or there's got to be somebody. Mumford Sunglass, he's 14. So he probably will accept, actually, and he's old enough. There we go. Right, unpause. Let's get our forces together, finally, after the few things that we had to sort out. Okay, we've got a claim on Rollingford as well, which is perfect. So now let's send you to fabricate a claim on this place. What's this? Sow's Horn. Yes. Go in and get a claim on Sow's Horn, and we'll try and claim all of Rosby in one go, all the bits of land. Hopefully, people won't go against us. Okay, so Tyros is married. May live in Harmony. I accept your suggestion. Rasputin's married. So that's 2 out of the way. Hopefully, the others will also accept their marriages. Everyone to get to our ship so we can bring them over to help take Rayonet. Which is actually, isn't Rayonet the capital of the Blackwater Rush? So I'm surprised that he's actually been kicked out of his own castle, I think, House Fawn. But at least we won't be replacing anybody. Your wisdom and legendary. I accept your suggestion that Alator and Messina get married. Okay. Alator Khan still got married. What is very surprising, guys, and I'm sure you'll all agree, is that Chris still hasn't had a child, which is crazy. Sir Darian is married. Eamon Greyheart married. The Revelin and Carosin is over for now. Time to get back to real... Oh, yes, we was away at the Castle of Morgraine, wasn't we? Your wisdom and legendary. Accept the suggestion that Nathan and Sanel get married. Okay, Nathan Oceanside is now married. So who have we got left to marry off in our court? Married. You're married, aren't you? Yes. Dickon Whitewood. Oh, he's up there leading the forces, but that's not what I wanted to see. But yes, you're married. You're now married. Yes, married. Darion's married. Nathan's married. Uno's married. Khan's married. Yeah, Anastasia's married. Rasputin's married. Tyros is married. Ashara Blackson's married. Eamon Greyheart's married. Maybe if we have married everybody then. Maybe we've got everybody out of the way. It looks like it anyway. Okay, yeah, so you're all married, guys. So hopefully you won't disappear randomly, as characters have a tendency to do. But yes, let's go and take Rayonet. Did make a couple of mistakes in the last episode. We just missed out on taking Dawson's Keep, and I accidentally got rid of my event troops, which wasn't a good idea either. And it looks like we're not going to win this battle here. To all my subjects, the inheritance of the God's Eye has been thrown into question. Okay, I'm not really interested in that. Your Grace, we've received word from the Dusklands. Shadow King Lucifer has led them in. Okay, so the Darklings are turning against us. But it looks like it's only the Darklings, so that's kind of a plus, I suppose, in its own way. Let's get those on the ship. Can you go and get those other 1,000 men while we wait for the army of Claw Isle to get to the Whispers? Stay in Grandport for now. Stay in Grandport, because it looks like we are going to get crushed. Can we retreat the 700 men? Doesn't look like it. They're going to be too late. So we need to bring the others over and then march on them and lands quickly. We probably should have gathered our forces first, but I was worried about the coalitions that obviously join against you. Right, go back to the Whispers, please, and pick up Lucian and his men. I don't really care what's happening at the God's Eye. We're going to claim it eventually. Oh, it's all gone into one kingdom under the Butterwell, so that's interesting. At least we'll be able to hopefully claim it all in one go then. Merge together. Embark the army. We may as well pick up the Sweet Point Sound army as well while we're at it. Sorry that I've not changed your name of the island just yet, Seamus, because if you remember when Discord went down the other day and was playing up massively for no reason at all, that was when I recorded this episode, so I couldn't find the name that you wanted. I couldn't remember what it was without checking. Right, embark the army. Let's get them over to Grandport quickly. At least Rosby are being kept busy out of the war by the Lyseni slavers, which are slave raiding the shit out of Rosby by the looks of it. Okay, there's the Rayonet army. We're going to be fine once these 1,500 men retreat back. There we go, 5,000 men, more than enough. So let's let them recover it. Actually, march around to Rayonet. We'll go and capture Rayonet first. Got to be careful of that Duskland army, which is making its way over. Ferris, who are you, old Ferris? We'll let you rot. Can we ransom prisoner? Get a bit of money for you? No, not interested. You're not worth recruiting, I don't think. Word has reached you, your Septon Morton of Grand, has given in to the weakness and helped himself to the arms which were meant to distribute amongst the poor. Return the gold and all may be forgiven. We gain 35 gold, we lose prestige. Off to the dungeon. I'm not forgiving him for that. And we shall let him rot for now. The High Septon has declared an anathema upon your acquaintance King Hugo Aaron for his supposed sins, excommunicating him from the faith. Interesting. Very interesting. Right, then we're going to need a new Septon now then, that means, don't we? Okay, you, Edwin, Septon of Driftmark, and can we get you to just perform charity for now? We don't need to convert anyone just at the moment. Let's go and siege Rayonet quickly. How many defenders has it got? 690, so this should be quite easy. Okay, I'm not helping out other regions in their wars, because it's only going to be against the Reach or the Stormlands, and I don't want to get involved in any battles against them. Not with the size of their forces, anyway. Let's attempt an assault. There we go, a victory, 100%. Your enemy, Lord Cleosfin, has been captured by Lord Lucian Mendleton. Lucian, you are an absolute beast when it comes to capturing these lords and ending wars for us very quick. Well done, pal, well done. Offer peace to enforce demands, yes. The Blackwater Bay Rayonet Vacillation War has ended. King Stitch of Grandport has won. Perfect. Right, so let's... Well, we've got to wait a moment, haven't we, to disband our men. But obviously now we have yet another region to give away. So who do we give Rayonet to? We can't revoke the title just yet anyway, so we're going to have to wait. At the age of 0, your subject Eleanor Bloodoak died stillborn. Well, that's a shame. Sorry about that, Bloodoak, but you do already have a child, don't you, if I remember correctly? Yes, so at least your line is carrying on. Max hasn't had a child yet. Albert hasn't had a child yet. Alistair hasn't had a child yet. Chris hasn't had a child yet. Gorsky hasn't had... Nobody's had a child yet. I think Seamus has had a child. I'm pretty sure you have. Yes, you've got a son. Hydra hasn't. And Lucian hasn't. Literally nobody has had a son yet. But at least we've expanded now quite well. Right, so let's disband that force. Yes. And we'll disband the ships as well now. They're the event ships, so we'll keep them for now. But at least we've expanded further up. Butterwell, are they... A daughter was born to Robert Uno and Barbara named Sorellen. Okay, awesome. So, Robert Uno, you're carrying on your line. That's perfect. It's a shame it's a girl, but better than nothing near there. And also, we can't actually declare war on the Butterwells, which is a shame because if it had gone to the other lords, we would have been able to because of the religious difference. King, we can declare war on you, though. Claim... Okay, so we've got a claim on Mosborough. Which, that would be interesting. Obviously, it claims it for the lord that we've captured here. But because it will claim it in his name, when we revoke the title, we could revoke both. But then that might make people hate us a bit more. Can we? Oh no, Lucian's got you as a prisoner, hasn't he? Even though you're our vassal. But we can't revoke your title, obviously, just yet because of our truce. So we'll have to wait. You don't have to wait long normally. We didn't have to wait long to revoke Citadel and Greenwood, so at least we ain't got to worry about that. We'll let ourselves recover slightly, our money and everything before, whilst we plan our next invasion. We could go for Rosby and claim 2 lands, but we may as well wait until we can claim all 3 of those. We can't really go to war with anybody else. We could go to war with the Reach, but that probably wouldn't be a good idea. Okay, the Hightowers are now in charge of the Reach, which is fairly interesting. What's happened to the Gardeners? Let's have a look. So, claimants. Ah, here's the Gardeners. You'd be the Lord Prince of the Reach. So have you been usurped? A daughter was born to Dickon Whitewood and Kalira named Celessa. So Dickon, your family name is also carried on, which is awesome. Right, can we invite you to court? We actually can. Let's invite the Gardener to court. And that could work. That could work in our favour. If he's the true heir to the Reach. Let's see what we can do with that. We'll invite him to court for now. And we'll see what we can do. Pink Maiden, yeah, 7, so we can't really declare war on you. Marcella has arrived at your court. I don't know who the hell you are, but fair enough. I don't really care about the dragons. There aren't any close old god kingdoms. Maidenpool it is. No, the 7. Bracken, I believe, is a 7. Obviously, Blackwood belongs to the old gods, but it's quite a bit away from our kingdom to try and do an invasion of, so I think we'll leave that. Blessing upon you in your house. I accept your gracious invitation. We'll join your court forthwith. Awesome. So we've now got the Gardener heir who's got a strong claim on all of the Reach. So we'll see what we can try and do with him. He's obviously got brothers as well. Can we invite them to court? Yes, we can invite one. We can't invite the other. But yeah, we'll see what we can do with them. Who knows? Maybe we can do something with those to try and get some sort of claim or power in the Reach. Interesting that the Hightowers have took over though. Very interesting. These are all Andom kingdoms, aren't they, down in the Stormland? Oh no, Durandon isn't. So we could invade the Stormlands, but probably wouldn't be a good idea. I think we've definitely got to make our way up into, obviously, the Riverlands next and try and pick off the petty kingdoms of the Riverlands. What about this? Willowwood, what are you? You're Andal as well. Your wisdom and best area, I accept your gracious invitation. Wild Gardener, perfect. Lila Rosby has arrived at your court. Wild Gardener has arrived at your court. Ah, so he's married to a Rosby. Interesting. That could work. We can declare war on you, but about Dusklands, can we do it with you? Not really. Not until we've got this claim on Southhorn. Just got to wait for that, really. And then we can try and get the rest of Rosbear a claim. Marshal Lord Chris told me about his ideas. I couldn't really understand what he was talking about, but he was adamant in his belief that this would improve the military. Yeah, okay, it increases the prosperity, so why not? Let's have a look at the council positions, actually, because we may have some better ones now. Like, we've definitely got probably a better Master of Whisperers. Yes, Tyros will be our new Master of Whisperers, and we will get him to... Let's build a spy network in Rusby for now. I don't think we've got any other... Have we got a better Master of Coin? Not really. Our Queen, but we obviously want her to get pregnant, so we don't want her doing that. I think everybody else is fine as they are for now. Such a shame that we can't go and declare war on them. Do I go for Blackwood? It's just a long way away to go and declare war on it. That's why I'm not too sure. To all my subjects, the inheritance of the Reach has been thrown into question, and so a great council must be held to determine who shall inherit the kingdom. All shall gather in Highgarden so we can vote for a new sovereign. Interesting. Be good if some sort of civil war kicks off there, then we could use that to claim the Bramsfort and Dalston's Keep while they're busy. We could go and declare war on the Blackwoods. Oh no, we actually can't do that. Our prestige isn't high enough just yet, but we could if we only need a little bit more prestige. So that could be interesting. We could go and try and press that claim. We could go up the Trident to get it. Not too sure. What about this land here? Viper and 7. Okay, so the rest of 7, it looks like it's only the Blackwoods who aren't converted to the 7 yet. Yes, the Malisters are. Okay, the North has claimed the Freylands, which is interesting, and the Vale has claimed the Northlands, so interesting to see what happens there. Looks like the Vale and North are trying to swallow up the Riverlands as well, which is a bit awkward, but and a bit of a pain, because obviously we want to swallow up those lands. Let's forward things along. We can hold a Torna, but I'm not going to waste our money on that until we've got all the custom characters in. Your Grace, I'm pleased to report the majority of the population in Harmony's Keep has been converted to Faith of the 7. Perfect. How much of our kingdom is now Faith of the 7? Okay, little bits and bobs here and there over Westeros have been fully converted. Apart from the Vale, obviously, which is completely converted. It's a shame that we can't really declare war on anyone else around us just yet. We've had some stables built, which is awesome. Let's just forward along. We're just going to have to let things tick along a little bit whilst we obviously improve everything around. Majority of Stokeworth has been changed, which is awesome news. Hope you have enjoyed the other 2 series as well. Well, the new one, which is obviously the Iron Price. I really enjoyed the first episode, and it seemed like a lot of you did. So hopefully you'll enjoy episode 2, which will be up tomorrow following this episode. A party of soldiers flying the banner of Sir Max of Camelot recently set up camp in the middle of a field belonging to a farmer in Grandport. According to the farmer, their campfire spread out of control and his entire crop was reduced to ashes. He has brought the matter before you and your court and demands compensation. Sir Max is to compensate the farmer. Sir Max loses 50 gold and it will upset him a bit. But sorry, Max, yep, you are going to have to pay the farmer back for everything that you've obviously ruined there. Anastasia Raventree has arrived at you. I thought she was at our court anyway, but whatever. A party of soldiers flying the banner of Lord John. Okay, so now you've done it as well, John. You're going to have to pay the compensation, I'm afraid. Everyone's setting fire to everything. It's taking a little bit of time to get our claim on Sousehorn. Maybe I could just do my usual trick, which always works. Call him back and just go get a claim on the other one instead. Why not? Forward things along. At least we're making a lot of money by forwarding things along, which is obviously going to be helpful. And then Rosby is obviously going to be our next target until the Reach gets into a civil war and we can try and claim the Ram's Fort and Dalston's Keep again, which by right should be ours, the bastards. A raven has arrived from His High Holiness Siceps and demands the release of Septon Mordain from our prison. I bend my knee before the 7. I am king. We lose a lot of piety, so we'll gain piety, so we're going to have to go with that. And it also makes worshippers of the 7 fairly happy with us, so can't complain about that too much, can we? Got to wait for the rest of the claims on Rosbear. A son was born to Prince Gawain of the Reach. Interesting. Just going to have a... Can we revoke your title yet? Has it been long enough? Yes, it has. So I will revoke the Lordship of Rayonet, please, from you, my friend. Hopefully he won't rebel. Blessing upon you and your house. I humbly accept your decision. Right. Who do we give Rayonet to? Who have we still got in our court from last episode who hasn't been gifted any land yet? We'll give it to one of those guys. Let's have a look. Who was in the last episode? Robert Uno, but I don't know if he want further Norman lands. Same with Khan. Who should I give it to? I might give it to Uno, actually. You haven't got to convert the people who live there. I want to give Ashara something further up around the big lakes. So, yeah, I think we'll give this to Robert Uno then for now. Grant the Lordship of Rayonet. Send. There we go. So we've got a new Lord of Rayonet now. Lord Robert Uno of Rayonet. And that will be obviously of the old gods as well. But I'm not going to force us to convert. We're not a religious nutjob like some of the other ones. We're not a full-on zealot. King Stitch Grand, I hereby invite you to participate in the tourney of Falcon's Claw, where the best knights and lords of Dragonstone shall be invited to compete. A chance to prove my... Yeah, we'll take part just because I want to see who ends up winning Lucian's Grand Tourney. Be interesting to watch, definitely. I definitely know it isn't going to be us who wins, but at least we can take part. We do? Well, no, we don't have enough prestige. I'm going to say, have we got enough prestige yet to try and claim the Blackwood lands? Even though they're far away, it's an extra bit of land that we want. After arriving in Falcon's Claw, the first day of the tourney began in earnest. You tilted against many lesser knights throughout the day, most of whom you unhorsed easily. Now in the coming days the final round lists begin, and the opposition shall surely be more fierce. I shall ready my horse. The tourney herald announces the competition for your next joust. You've been drawn against Lord Danis Boggs. You mount your charge, take a lance from your squire, and ride to the end of the list. Lord Danis does likewise. Then on the cue, the horses break into a gallop. As you clone in on your opponent, you see an opening. You deftly guide your lance in and strike whilst evading their charge. Hit. It was Lord Alistair Bronstar and Lord Bryndon Bloodoaks. Oh, interesting. So we've got two of the custom characters against each other. It was turned to joust in the list, and Lord Bryndon won soundly. In the final tilt, Lord Alistair was sent flying from the saddle in a hail of shattered lance pieces. He ended with a sickening crunch, clearly grievously wounded. Oh, no. Well, I hope he doesn't die. How unfortunate. Lord Danisbog took the full force of your lance and was sent reeling and only managed a glancing blow upon your own armour. He almost fell off but managed to damn it. So we're going to have to go again against him. As you clone on your opponent, you see an opening. Hit. You expertly struck Lord Danis with your lance right in the middle of his breastplate, causing your lance to shatter into 1,000 pieces as he is sent flying from the saddle. The crowd gives a great cheer at your victory and is relieved to see Lord Danis is unharmed. A fine hit, I must say. The Tourney Herald announces the competitors of the next joust. You have been drawn against Sir Guyard, whoever you are. Okay, so we'll try and take you out. Hit. Looks like we're going to... Okay, it's turning colder. The people of Grand Fort can no longer work the fields. Well, that's not good. Okay, we'll knock him off this time. I just want to see who ends up winning this tournament. I would like to invite you to join me for a small gathering of friends. Who is this? Lord Albert again? Yeah, okay, Lord Albert, why not? You expertly struck Sir Guild with your lance right in the middle of his breastplate, causing your lance to shatter into 1,000 pieces as he is sent flying from the saddle. The crowd gives a great cheer at your victory. Awesome, we're doing okay. We might actually win, which is interesting. Lord Robert and Lord Albert Morgoth were the next to joust in the list. After many tilts and broken lances, Lord Albert was eventually unhorsed, leaving Lord Robert to be declared the winner. So Lord Robert Uno unhorsed Albert Morgoth to get into the next round. Sir Max Pendragon and Lord Robert were the next to joust in the tilts. After many tilts and broken lances, Lord Robert was eventually unhorsed, leaving Sir Max declared the winner. Okay, so Max of Camelot has got through. The Tourney Herald announces the competition for the next round. I've been drawn against Max Pendragon. Awesome. Okay, come on then, Max, bring it on, son. Whilst at the tournament, I was listening to some lesser lordling describe how he collected tiffs from his serfs. As I listened, I realised he was giving his serfs plenty of ways of avoiding giving their due. I kept this knowledge to myself. Gained 1 stewardship. Awesome. Your opponent got the better of you when you met in the centre of the list. Your lance merely makes a glancing blow on their armour while his lance hits true. Damn it. The blow from Sir Max Pendragon's lance sends you reeling. You struggle to stay on your... Oh no, I managed to stay on our horse. Awesome, we get another chance at you, Max. We get another chance. Your opponent... Oh, you got the better of us again. But we managed to stay on again. You struggle to stay on your horse. We managed to stay on again. Come on, Lord Stitch. And he gets the better of us again. I don't know how we're still going. And we're still going. We've managed to stay on our horse 3 times. And he gets the better of us again. Are we going to be 4th? No, there we go. He beats us, so Max goes through. Sir Max Pendragon's been declared the winner, defeating you and eliminating you from the tournament. Although I was not triumphant, having been defeated in the final tilts, I still finished an honourable 2nd. I am received warmly as I claim the runner-up pair, Sir Max and the other knights clapping respectfully. Oh, well done, Max. You ended up winning the tournament. Well played. Hey, we've got a bit of prestige for that as well, so hopefully we'll be able to invade Blackwood soon. I know it's a long way away, but at least then we can claim... We just want to claim whatever lands we can while we've got chance. Lord Lucian's tourney is finally over, and it is now time to ride home, having competed gamely in the lists. It was a fine competition. It was indeed. Oh, Sybil Gorskye died stillborn. A lot of you are having stillborn children. Blessing upon you and your house, we propose that Prince Elmer of the Dustlands and Life Sunglass marry. Decline. Has anyone else had children yet? Chris, have you had a child? Chris has finally had a child. Now hopefully he's going to be on a roll now and he'll have hundreds. Oh wow, he's had a child of destiny. Quick, attractive. You lucky bastard. Only you could do that. Wow, look at those stats straight off the bat. Well played, Chris, though. Well played. So at least one of you have had one more of you have had a son. Max, have you had any kids yet? No. We'll just have a quick scan round in case anyone else has. Albert hasn't. Okay, Blood Oak. You have Medgar Blood Oak. Awesome. So at least that's another son carrying on. Bronze Star, not yet. What about Hydra? No. Lucian? Yes, Lucian, you've had a daughter. Edrise Mendleton. So at least you name... Oh, she's got the weak trait. So she might die like Draco. Hopefully you'll get yourself a son soon. And Seamus, you've had another child. You've now got a daughter. Okay, perfect. And then there's all the guys in court as well still who may have also had children that we don't know about just yet. I'll be glad when we can go to war with the Dustlands and take that. Lord Jormungandr Gorska has been a leal and able servant, having successfully completed many tasks in aid of Grandport. He'd be seen as the right and honourable course to reward him with certain incomes and grants as to foster greater loyalty. Agreed, I shall arrange the reward. We'll give him some gold. Hopefully he'll hurry up and get a move on and get a claim on this land up here that we obviously want. There we go, we've now got 250 prestige, so... defending against King Bran of the North in Northern Sea God vassalization war. Let's go for the invasion of Blackwood. I know it's a long way away, but it's the only First Man Kingdom that close that we can claim, so we're going to try and claim it. Right, call the banners. Call the fleets. There we go. Everybody, if you can, get on a ship. The rest of you march to the Whispers, please. Well, we've got a couple of ships here, so we'll swing them around to the Whispers. We'll fly over to Grandport with you. Fly to Grandport. Everybody else march on to Grandport. I don't know. Can the ship actually sail all the way up to Blackwood? If we go bit by bit, I think we may... I'm sure that you can. I'm pretty sure that you can. I know you can do it on the Manda, and the Trident's just as big as the Manda, isn't it? Near enough, so maybe we can. We could march by foot. It's not too far, is it, really? I have arrived at the private rooms of Lord Albert. There is plenty of food and drink here, and the mood is decidedly merry. I am looking forward to this. Let's get it started then, Albert. Let's get started, mate. Right, can you get on the ships, please, and sail to Grandport? Your Grace, we've received word from the Broken Arm. Lord Janos has led them in a coalition in defence of Blackwood. Okay, well, that's a long way away, isn't it? So, Lucamore. Oh, the Stormlands, every time. Will you do one Stormlands and lead us alone? The Lannisters, perfect. Just what we need. Right, we need to get our men together very quickly then, don't we? And make a quick march up to Blackwood. Why is Rosby joining in? You're Faith of the Seven, you absolute arseholes. Just because you know that we're going to go for you soon, don't you? Lord Albert has brought on the board in pieces and... Lord Albert has brought out the board in pieces and suggests that we play a few rounds to determine who is the better strategist. We will play for honour. Very well, let's play. We play for hours and the tides of fortune ebbing and flowing as I try to attack my opponent's position without opening my defence too much. Eventually, however, I made a fatal mistake that my opponent exploited and I lost the game. I will get you next time, Albert. Right, let's have a look how many men we've got. We've got enough men to get some mercenaries if need be. Really worried about all those Storm Lords. Do we hire some mercenaries? Will we need them? Will we need them? Not sure. How many ships have we got there? A lot. Would it be easier to sail round up to here and march? It may be. It'll be a lot quicker, won't it, rather than going by land. So let's do that. Let's get everybody. We've got enough ships there, surely. Ah, we've not merged them together. There we go. Can we get on the ships, please? Let's get all our men together. We've got 7,000. We will go for Dickon, Lucian, and... yeah, Max. That seems like a good trio. Lucian seems to get all the look of capturing prisoners, so hopefully he'll do the same with Lord Blackwood. But let's sail up the Trident and see how far up the Trident we can get and dock our men as close to Blackwood as possible. The revelling and carousing is over for now. Time to get back to real life. Well, it was fun. It was fun while it lasted, wasn't it? Thank you for having us once again, Albert. Your Grace, I'm pleased to report the majority of the population of Langwood Hall has been converted to the Faith of the Seven. Okay, very nice. Right. Yes, I'm sure we can sail further up. Your Grace, an enemy host approaches intent on encircling the castle. Send my family into hiding. I don't want to risk them getting captured. Lord Albert and my friends had a great time together. Right, where should we dock the army? We're going to have to dock the army in Darry then and march up from there by the looks of it. We can't take the fleet any further up the Trident by the looks of it, but we're a lot closer than we were. We've just got to march through the Brackenlands and we're there. Your Grace, I write to express my consternation in the fact that Lord Alistair Bronstar enjoys command of your armies. When Lord Alistair's doing a fine job for now. Right, let's march the army straight up to Blackwood. I honestly thought we could get the fleet further than that, but never mind. I'm mistaken. I thought we could go up a bit more. What is the supply line here? 10,000 supply limit in Blackwood in Raventree Hall, so that's okay. In the Blackwood Vale, there we go. We've got enough men to hold that. Right, let's try and take that quickly. Get some prisoners. Hopefully Lucian will strike again. Damn it, they've got a lot of men coming against us down here, though. Your Grace, for too long, Zhao Mo has occupied my rightful seat. I will stop at nothing to take it from him. I humbly ask that you provide me with coin so that I may hire an army to achieve this. If you do, I promise it will not be forgotten. Jalabar Mo, Lord of... What? He's from Estamon. Give you 100 gold. Your opinion changes of us. No, I'm not really interested in the samurai. You're not having my gold. I could do with all the gold I've got, to be honest. If we siege Blackwood quickly, hopefully he is at Blackwood. After his merciless siege of Lord Erin has been taken prisoner. Okay, we've lost. Your wisdom and mercy are legend. I've been appointed as your regent, Lord Jorman Gorsky, and a daughter was born to Rasputin. Perfect. Your enemy king, Brengan has been captured by Lord Lucian Mendleton of Falcon's Claw. Okay, so Lucian has managed to capture the Blackwood Lord. So why are we still at minus 100? We've captured their Lord. They've captured our Lord. Surely that means we should, we win. We are imprisoned by Lord Erin of Endington. Can we ask to ransom prisoner? King Ferret, our captor, is the Rosby Lord. And he's not having it. Bastard. Right, what do we do here then? Lucian's captured their lord. They've got our lord. We're in like a stalemate, but they're winning for some reason, which is annoying. Offer peace, enforcement, offer white peace, surrender. No, I'm not going to surrender. Well, we'll wait and see what happens. Let's see what happens here. We have enough money to ransom ourselves, but it's whether or not he'll allow it. The Lord of Rosby. Okay, we lost to the most despicable King Stitch many years. Okay. I accept your offer of peace. Damn it. Well, that was a bit of a waste of time, wasn't it? And we actually managed to capture him. That's the most annoying thing. That's what annoys me the most. Right, march the army home then for now. Never mind. Bring the ships home. Your Septon Septon just might report. Okay, yeah, whatever. Let's just forward things along. Wait for that claim on Rosby. I want to get revenge now on that Rosby bastard. For ruining that for us. Right, we need a new ambition. See the realm prosper. Tame a dragon. Have a son. Yeah, have a son. We need to get ourselves a son. Let's disband the fleet for now. Wait for the men to march home. Here they come. Okay, we've finally got the claim. So now let's fabricate our claim on Sow's End again. Right, and then we need that. And then we've got a claim on all of Rosby. I only had to forward along by about a year near enough, but never mind. Okay, Lord German's tourney is finally over, and it is now time to ride home, having competed gamely. Yeah, I forwarded that along. Max, you won yet again, another tourney. Arik of the Westerosi Valyrian Liberation Revolt has declared liberation of the Grand Islands on King Stitch of Grandport. Oh, for God's sake. Right, okay, let's call up 8,000 men. Are you... absolutely having a laugh? That is ridiculous. Okay. Let's call all our men up. Anyone that we have got. Get everyone together in Grandport. I don't know if we're going to have enough men to actually do anything about this. Winter's coming to an end though, which is good news. Get you guys on that ship just in case they attack you. I don't know what we're going to do about all those men. That is absolutely ridiculous. Right, fleet levies. How have they got so many? Surely they're all peasants. All of you get on your ships. You from Diaden march down. I know it's not many men, but every little helps. Can you get on your ships as well, please? And sail over, actually, those 62 ships, we may need you over in Grandport to pick up all of the men over there. But I think we will end this episode here for now, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Episode 4 will be on the way soon with 7 more of your guys' characters, and then I believe we've got about 6, nearly 7 for episode 5 as well. So we've got a lot of characters still to make, but then after that I think that's everybody for now, and we'll bring Draco back in as well, pal. Okay, but yeah, we're still waiting for that one more claim on Rosbear. Then hopefully in the next episode we'll be able to claim all of Rosby. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you very soon.